Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. Now I've got my Love from Lizi kit from January here in the box, and I've got the ephemera pieces here. Here's a set that I bought when I got my kit. It's a big heart and a small heart, and then I've also got another bug set in there, but we're going to use these hearts. Today we're going to create some Valentine's cards. I've been seeing some of my favorite people to watch on YouTube making Valentine's cards, and I thought I ought to make some Valentine's cards. I've got this cute kit from Love from Lizi. It's the January kit, and we're just going to make some. Now, I'm using some colored card bases today. Lizi includes some really good heavy cardstock in the kit that you can make your own card bases out of, and I just happen to be out of white card bases. I have one left, and so I thought this was a perfect opportunity to use some colored cardstock and create some card bases. Now, there's a little spot on there. Tried to rub it off, didn't come off. I'm going to flip it over, put it on the back side of the card, and it'll be just fine. So I'm bringing in some of the pattern paper from the Love from Lizi kit, and I will link all the materials in the description box below so you can check them out. Lizi has some really great kits, and I really believe they're really reasonably priced for everything that is included in there. Now, some people will say, well, you have to pay shipping from Canada, but I think the kit and the shipping is less than the equivalent of many of other kits that you might pick up. So I've got a little ladybug and a little heart and a little couple scraps of paper that's left from the kit, and I'm going to bring in this black metallic specialty paper and just back this little strip and just kind of create a little frame around it and add a little shine to it, and we'll get it laid down on there. There's some black in that green leafy pattern there, and so I thought it'd be fun to bring some more black into the card, and we're going to have, you know, the little black face of the little ladybug, and it's going to look really nice and pair nice together. So we'll just get some glue on here. I've got my glue press, and we'll get it laid down on there. And this pattern paper had some yellow in it, so I thought it was the perfect pairing with this yellow card base. So I'll give it a good press, and I'm just going to lay a couple of elements here. This is going to be a pretty simple card. We've got the little female ladybug that has a little, she's got like a floral wreath around her head, kind of like a little headband. And we're going to use that kind of rustic looking heart to put on there just to add a little bit of red. And I'm going to bring in these foam squares and pop it up. That's another thing. I need to get, I need to order my cardstock so that I can make my card bases, and I need to get some foam tape because I don't have any strips or anything. I'm just using these square pieces, so I've got to get some stuff ordered. I'll probably do that once I finish this voiceover. So we'll just get these backer strips off of this, and then we'll get it laid down. Now, we are making 3 very different cards on this video. A lot of times I try to make them matchy-matchy, but I'm using the remnants that are left in my card kit. So we're going to use what we've got and make a variety of cards that could be used for different people. Now, this is a cutesy one. It says Happy Valentine's Day. I could see using this for one of the grandkids. I think they would enjoy a cute little card. Maybe Harper, she might like this little card here. And so I'm looking to see if there's anything else I want to add. And I'll kind of play around with this, but I wind up not adding any of these. I had a little ladybug charm there, and then I had a little red heart charm. And I'm just kind of auditioning it to see if I want to add it to the card. And I just decided to go against both of those, and we'll just put those back away, and then we will move on to our next card. So there we go. All right, so this will finish off this card. I think it's cute, very flat card, easily meld. I'm realizing after Christmas that some of my cards are so thick they become challenging to melt. They're gorgeous, but they are challenging to melt. So I've got another piece of this green cardstock that Lizi included in the kit. I've got some of this glitter specialty paper that was included in there. And I'm going to layer this up on my green. I'm actually going to cover up all of the green on the front outside of this card base with this. So this is an A2 size panel of specialty white glitter cardstock. And it'll really add some, you know, some strength to this card. Now we're going to layer up a lot. I've got this faux glitter green, and it's kind of a muted one, and I think it looks nice with this pattern paper, the heart pattern paper, because it's got some green on there, and the tones match very nice. And so we're just going to layer this up. And then this was actually a scrap, and it was a different size. So that's why I decided to, just kind of add some layers to this and just make it work. I'm bringing in a piece that I cut off of that, the glitter specialty, the white glitter specialty, and I'm going to use it just to add an additional layer onto our heart pattern paper. And I'm going to get it lined up, and then we'll just cut it off, even with the bottom of our base there. And then we're going to bring in some of Lizzie's pill-offs. I've got some green pill-offs, and I'm going to go looking for those. And we'll bring those in, and we're going to line this. And it will add some sparkle to the card because these pill-offs are nice and shiny. Now these are some product that Lizzie's kind of well known for. She's got a great collection of pill-offs. You can get the pill-offs, and you can get the variety packs that have the twinkles and the hearts and different shapes and everything in them. And they just are a nice, easy element that you can add to your cards and, add some shine and add some trim pieces and trim things out. And, it kind of makes it look like you've framed, you've layered up your cardstock with something else because you've got a little frame around there. And these are really nice to use. And for these, I'm just going to wrap them around the edges. I didn't on the top on that one piece, but it is, if you wrap them around, you can put some glue on there and you don't have to worry about them coming off. They do stick very nicely, and I've never had problems with them. So I'm just going to line this up to where that little faux green glitter creates a nice little frame around it. And I dropped it, and I had glue on it. So I'm going to have to clean off my desk because we've got a nice big glob of glue down there. And if I don't clean it up, I'm going to wind up gluing my card base to my glass mat. And I'm going to make another card, so I don't want that mess there. So I just keep a little jar or a little spray bottle of alcohol there, and I've got a rag, and we'll just wipe it off real quick, and it cleans up very nice. And then we can get to moving on our card. And I didn't edit this at all, so you guys are watching this in just real time, and this is really what I'm doing. Now, I use the smallest heart for this, and I use the shadow for it to die cut out with some of the gold specialty paper that was included in the kit. And we're just going to layer these little hearts up with the gold, and it'll add some extra shine. That pattern paper, in addition to the green and the red hearts that are on there, it actually has some gold glittery hearts on the pattern paper as well. And so I thought this would help tie it in and also kind of tie in that back panel that I added. There's a little piece, a die cut piece left in there, and I was trying to pop it out. So we'll just get some glue laid down on here and back it again with our gold. And we've got a couple of cute, ornate, they're very decorative hearts that we're going to use on this. Now for the next card, we're going to use the big one, and it is very ornate and very pretty. So I'm just going to line these up on here, and I've got a sentiment prepared for it. I think I'm using Happy Valentine's Day again, and I've used a little darker red that kind of matches the hearts on this card a little bit better. The other one was a little bit brighter red that I stamped the Happy Valentine's Day in. And we'll get our little hearts glued down on there. We can add our sentiment, and we've got another nice little Valentine's card. Now, I do always send my grandkids holiday cards because I think it's fun for kids to get, things in the mail. I think that's probably fun for them to have a little card in the mail. So I'm just going to just take my little Happy Valentine's Day sentiment that I stamped out and just lay it down on here. And we're going to keep it pretty simple. And we've got a second card done. And I am using up the elements of my card kit. Now, this is the third video that I've done. Now, here is more of a romantic Valentine's card. And I really like this one. I've used the big heart. Anyway, I've done 3 videos with this set. One unboxing on my channel, a video on the Love from Lizi channel, and then this one. I'll try to link up my unboxing video here so that you can check it out. But I am up on the Love from Lizi channel as well. So I've created several cards with this kit already. So this is the Black Mirror specialty paper, and I've just trimmed, you know, I don't know, this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to get it laid down on there. I got some finger and prints and some glue on there, and I was just kind of wiping it off and rubbing it down. Now this paper is really pretty. It's a muted red, and it's got some gold speckled flakes on it, and it has some black scripty writing, and you can actually read it. I think it says something about ladybugs and that, and I'm just going to get this laid down on there. Now I've got ahead of myself. I took and glued it, but I need to get this heart laid down on there because I'm going to have to trim it. It is big, and I'm going to let it hang off the edges. So we're going to layer this up, and I will tell you, when I die cut out this heart, I forgot to lay the shadow sentiment around it. The intricate piece does not cut the heart out by itself. You have to have that shadow die. Is that what I said? I think I said sentiment. You need to have the shadow die laid down with the intricate part of this die so that it will cut it out. So essentially the die that I used to cut the gold metallic out, you need to have it surrounding your decorative heart so that it will cut it out. But anyway, so I did it in 2 parts, and I kind of messed it up. You can see I've got some gold on one side hanging out and some gold on the other, but it doesn't matter because this is larger than what I need, and I'm going to cut off those areas where I messed up. And I'm working with that panel that's got glue on there, so I'm trying to be really careful not to make a mess. And I've positioned it to where I'll cut away those areas where the black is not cutting the gold, and you'll never know that I made that mistake. And we'll just trim this off, and I think this is going to look really pretty. And then I did, I'm going to add some more glue and get this laid down because at this point, you know, my glue started to dry up and it's not going to stick very well. So we'll just glue it up again and get it laid down on there. And then what I was about to say was I did try something new that I have not tried before. I stamped and heat embossed on that metallic black cardstock. I had a little bit of it left, and I took and I used my VersaFine Clair ink, and I stamped, and I used Lizi's Gold Crown embossing powder, and I put it on here, and I heated it up, and it worked beautifully. I wasn't sure how well it would work on that metallic paper, but I think it turned out very nice, and I think it looks really good with this because I think this is a rich looking card, and I think using that black metallic and that Gold Crown embossing powder just really tied it in. Now there are some beautiful, now they're big, kind of sequin pieces that are black with gold fleck on them, and I thought they'd look perfect with this. And I'm really pleased how this turned out. I did do another card similar to this, but I don't think I used the gold behind the kind of the scripty heart, and I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm going to put 3 big blobs of glue on here, and we're going to lay those big embellishment pieces on there, and that's going to finish up this card. And I think this is a lovely card, very romantic. One of those embellishments had kind of a rough edge, and it just looked kind of rough, and so I grabbed another one out of the package and put that one away, and we're going to use these and just get them laid down on there. Now I'm going to have to allow that plenty of time to dry, so I'll be real careful with it, but I wanted to show you. Isn't that pretty? And you've got the shine from that metallic cardstock. So here's our little ladybug. We've got a couple of hearts, our Happy Valentine's Day, and then we've got our romantic black card with All My Love, and I think they're really pretty. So I hope you like them. I've got a picture here of all the cards. If you would, give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.